Hello all, it's Jess, and today is National Cheese Fondue Day, okay? So, I'm gonna tell you, I am feeling a little inspired. I'm just gonna create as I go. We're gonna see what happens. I have been craving a patty melt ever since National Sourdough Day. I have to be the first to tell you, I kind of ran myself out of sourdough. I've only got like 5 slices left, and that is not enough to do anything with. So, when it comes to us, I'd be like 1 patty melt a piece, which would be enough. But at the same time, I'm like, well, it's cheese fondue day, so we're gonna have some fun. So what do we know about patty melts? We know we need onions. I am going to be slicing these bad boys in half. I'm going to be trimming off the ends here. I had already peeled them. And I'm gonna show you this device I am using. It is ancient as hell for me, but I've had it for a long time, as you can tell. But we used this when I owned the bar. It really saved on some prep time. It is the Vidalia onion, or the Vidalia chop wizard, okay? So I just lay that on top of there. It has a couple different sizes you can use. Mine, pretty well loved, but look at that. I just chopped them all up perfectly. So I'm gonna repeat that process with my other half, and I've got 1 more onion over here. So a total of 2 onions we are gonna chop up and have ready. This one here, I'm gonna slice off a little bit more of that. That one I think was aging a little bit faster in the closet. So you know how that goes. You just trim up what you don't want and go with the rest. But we are gonna chop these bad boys, and I'm gonna throw them in a skillet. Butter is one of your big taste factors, obviously. You know, that nice crusty buttered up crust in your patty melt. And I'm gonna throw some Worcestershire sauce. Try to say that 10 times fast. Worcestershire. I don't know how you say it, how you pronounce it. It doesn't matter. We all say it different. But I am going to be taking these bad boys. I'm gonna throw them down in my skillet with some melted butter, and we're just gonna saute them down and add a little bit of Worcestershire in, and we're gonna proceed from there. So that is your first step. I will talk to you all soon. All right, welcome back. My onions are getting about where I want them. So I'm gonna tell you I used about 3 tablespoons of butter. I used unsalted butter if you guys are particular, but you could use either. I always prefer butter over margarine. Margarine is crap. Don't put it in anything. Don't even consume it. It's disgusting. It's not good for you. So here we are. We're gonna look at these onions. They are cooking down well, okay? Now, when it comes to fondue and like a traditional Swiss, damn it, type of fondue, you're gonna want a little cornstarch. You're gonna want a little bit, maybe a chicken stock or a dry white wine. You can even use beer. Today we are going with a local beer. We're gonna need 1.5 cups, so that's 12 ounces. And guess what? A beer is 12 ounces, right? 12 ounces. So we have a beer. So perfect. We're gonna use beer today. I think because it's patty melt, it's manly. That's kind of what I'm going with. So we want a tablespoon of cornstarch. This is gonna build the base of our fondue. And I know this isn't your appropriate way to measure a tablespoon. So if you are particular about that, get out a tablespoon measure, but we're getting crafty with what we have here. I'm gonna mix that around in my onions. Now you can use flour as well, but I think cornstarch really keeps it, I don't know, just a better consistency in my book. So I like the cornstarch. It doesn't get like pasty tasting or anything in your recipe. But yeah, you can make this booze free. You can use dry white wine. Once again, you can use a chicken stock or a vegetable stock. I am choosing beer today because beer and cheese and meat is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. And we are just going to kind of like reduce this and let it do its thing. And then this is gonna get added to the bottom of the pot. I'm gonna be using a crock pot today for my fondue because I no longer have a fondue pot. I don't know what the hell happened to it. So, but that's it. So if you are local, this is Show Me Amber. We fell in love with this going to Millwoods. They have it on tap there here in Winsville. And anyway, occasionally we'll buy a 6-pack, and whatever we don't drink just sometimes gets cooked with. So, you know, not everything gets consumed in the traditional way around here. You know, you are boozing it up in your ingredients. You know, your beer is going to cook down and reduce. Don't be afraid to cook with an alcohol you're somebody who avoids alcohol as a general, you know, it's okay. It will reduce and cook out and leave the flavor behind, and that's the real star of the show. But we're gonna reduce these down. That's the start of the show here. Well, I told you I was gonna make this in the crock pot. So my hands are clean. You're gonna see as I just hand shredded 1 pound of Swiss cheese. So just a block of Swiss cheese. I got the Great Value from Walmart. I use this little hand shredder. I think I got this some time ago from Avon, to be honest. Now it's calling for 1.5 pounds of cheese. So I have a pound there. So I have some Monterey Jack on hand, about half a package. I'm gonna use a little bit of that. Got some of my burning rubber outside. It's awesome. And I've got a little bit of Havarti that I have left over from a Havarti, and I made a dill, I made a Havarti and fresh dill with dill sliced, grilled cheese. It was amazing. So I'm just going to throw in the rest of that. And I'm going to add these onions and stuff that are over there simmering down in just a second. All right, you all, right to this crock pot. I'm going to go ahead and add in those 2 onions I chopped up with the beer and the, let's see, that tablespoon of cornstarch and the Worcestershire sauce. We're just gonna pour down over all that cheese. Don't let it get happy in there. All right, now, since we are going to be doing a patty melt style fondue, some of the things I'm just gonna add some black pepper, season it with your heart there. I have some Chicago steak seasoning. Steak seasoning's a big thing in a patty melt. I'm gonna do what I'm considering like a couple tablespoons worth. That's probably a couple tablespoons worth. We're just gonna shake it right in. Now, if you wanna go a traditional, like, hey, we're making a fondue and just doing a pinch of nutmeg, we'll throw just a little bit of nutmeg in there too to make sure it's all happy and cheesy goodness. So now I'm gonna get to browning the ground beef. All right, you all, I have 1 pound of ground beef. I'm about ready to drain here. It's almost done. So I did add a couple like good sized teaspoons full of minced garlic to this right here at the end. So as soon as this is done to my liking, I am gonna go ahead, drain this, and then I am going to be adding it to the crock pot, which is already melted. I'm so excited for this. By the way, these things here are awesome. If you don't have a Pampered Chef representative, reach out like on Facebook or something. Ask your friends if they know one. These, I think, are called the Brown and Chop, I want to say is what it's called. But I love this tool. I don't use a whole bunch of Pampered Chef items, I'm going to be honest. But this is one item I do have from them that I absolutely love, that I got from one of my friends who sold Pampered Chef a while back. And it's been through the ringer, let me tell you. And it's still going great. So get you one of these if you don't have it. You need one. Support your little entrepreneurs there, okay? All right, look at this. We are adding this straight into our crock pot over here. This took like little time at all, you all. Look at this. Look at this. Can you with this? I can't even. I can't even. It's gonna be so damn good. So, you know, once we really add that layer of the beef and stuff into there, is it so much really at this point anymore a fondue? I consider fondue because it's cheesy, it's ooey good. I think this is going to be absolutely fabulous. So I still have some sourdough left from a project the other day. I'm going to be taking it and cubing it up and using that to dip in. You know what? But you can get creative with this. I have some pita chips on hand. We can definitely be using those and kind of layering it up, making some like fun dip, nacho style. But yeah, this right here, I keep wanting to say French dip, but no, patty melt. Patty melt, that's what this is. Patty melt fondue, you all. Hot damn, I cannot wait.